college has been important to us since we moved here in 1965.
I think our senior year, class of 1986, I think that might have been the first year that the Dine Bid started.
My involvement with Dine Bid came, about 25 years ago.
30 plus years ago.
I had the privilege of being able to MC the Dine Bid for a number of years.
Well, there have been many memorables, but I'm going to say this one because Darren Orr is a hoot.
I think I was the only sucker they could find that would do this for nothing. And I've enjoyed every minute of it.
He's been doing many of the Dine Bids for I don't know how many years.
I believe our first time was in 2000. I always like to say I've been here since we planted grass. In fact, I've been here 38 of the 40 years of Dine Bid. The history of Dine Bid is really a community event. It was sort of a gift from the community to the university in its early years when the college didn't have an enormous staff and we were struggling in the 80s.
We were on the committee the second year of the event, and it was very much fun, much different than you would find today. I remember we held that year at the Ramada Inn, south side of Jamestown.
And there was probably about 10 tables.
I kind of remembered the grand prize every year. That was a big excitement to who's going to win the prize.
We had the event at the Civic Center for many years.
I mean, honestly, when it was at the Civic Center, it was an enormous amount of decorating.
It meant a lot of road trips from the college down to the Civic Center, hauling tables and chairs and decorations. And of course, we had ceilings to Dine Bid at the Civic Center.
And then in 2009, they moved from the Civic Center to the Larson. It was due to sandbagging, and so they auctioned off student teams of sandbaggers.
We moved to campus and the Larson and actually realized we loved having it on campus.
The pearls, I think Tina Lawrence picked pearls as a theme one year.
And the Secret Garden. I loved that theme. We had lots of greenery. We had a swing hanging from the ceiling over the stage. It was just really a beautiful event that night.
Right in the middle of introducing the athletes for their competition, the fire alarm started going off, and I got to ad-lib that it was a bunch of Vikings trying to come over and start fresh with the Jimmies.
There was always the famous rolls. If you got to the Dine Bid fast enough, who got the rolls and the pizzas.
The dinner, if I remember right, was parchment-wrapped salmon, which was quite an event for us.
I do like to have fun with the crowd.
I'm walking to go say hello to someone I had not seen in a while.
Dina Laskowski. I do think I threw her a kiss one evening.
And before I know it, now I'm the auctioneer. And I was getting some pretty good bids. So I looked into the faces of people that I knew, and it's like, how could you not bid?
Since then, we've been pretty good friends, so.
I'm giving my jokes and there's no one's laughing. And the minister comes up and says, "Let us pray." And not a head and the whole place went down. And we realized that nobody could hear.
First auctions, we used to sell 80 to 100 items, and it was like a 3-hour auction.
When you get done with the event, the kids would all rush in and say, "What did you get us? What did you get us?" So there was a lot of things you drew your families in, and you would come and help out.
It's not just the giving, it's also the camaraderie and the socializing, and a community that shares their love for the university.
People come here now for unique experiences. When you leave that evening and you know everybody had a good time. And
If you go back about 10 or 15 years, there was a version of Kentucky Derby where most of the women wore hats. And Tina Lawrence had made my hat. And we got to the end of the evening, and Clarice Lichty said, "I want to buy that hat. Can we auction off the hat?" And we did, and it went for a crazy amount of money because obviously it was Clarice and she's so generous, always has been. It was a reason for her to give extra resources to the students for scholarship. We've raised a lot of money for the University of Jamestown over those 40 years, but primarily for the students. This is an event where all of the proceeds go for scholarship for the students, and that's, I think, what we're all most proud of.
Supporting the university, supporting the students, and supporting scholarships.
The scholarship to me really does well for all involved because it allows some students that may not have the means to also be at the university, and everyone, I think, is welcome, and they add to the environment and to the university.
We had a couple daughters go to the school here at the university and graduate.
Our Julie is an alum of University of Jamestown College in those days.
They treated them very well, so it's an easy cause for us to be involved in.
Everybody benefits when our students benefit.
Go Jimmies!
Go Jimmies!
Go Jimmies!
Go Jimmies!
Go Jimmy, go Jimmy, go Jimmy, go Jimmy. Let's go Jimmy!
Go Jimmies! Woo!
So what I really want to say is shut up. Get your cards up and let's have some fun.